So grateful to be back here with you guys. I'm going to try to do this again without. I'm traveling today. I'm super excited to share with you what's going on at Rythmia. And I also didn't want to miss the opportunity to do the Facebook Live. So this is the great thing about technology is that as we are traveling, as we are living our lives, we get to participate in life in such a brilliant way. So I'm super excited to be here and to share with you and say happy day, happy life journey. I am in Seattle. This is the Seattle airport behind me. And in Seattle, sound is good. We tried to do this before, but there was something going on with the sound. So I found a better spot because you can see everything that's going on, all the stuff. And here we are. I'm on my way to Alaska for a breathwork retreat. I'm super excited about that. But I want to tell you what's going on at Rythmia because I just left Rythmia yesterday. And we have Taita Juanito at Rythmia this week. Last week was Michael Bernard Beckwith. This week is Taita Juanito. Sold out both weeks. Amazing opportunities for healing, for of consciousness, for releasing those things that have been blocking us. Good, all the beauty, all the joy, all the abundance, all the health, all the vitality that comes to us in life. And how does that happen at Rythmia? It's through a soul merger. And what is a soul merger? It's when we come back to a deep realization of the truth of who we are, whole and complete. You know, the Buddhists have a saying that we're all struggling to become more of what we already are. That pissed me off for a long time. I was like, how the fuck do I become more of what I already am? Right? You become more of what we already are by becoming less of what we're not. And so this is the process at Rythmia. Why do we purge? We purge out all those limiting thoughts, limiting beliefs, limiting stories about who we think we need to be to get our needs met. This is coming back to a state of wholeness. And from that state of wholeness, we heal ourselves because we're not under the false illusion that we're separate from anything. So a soul merger at Rythmia is a return to wholeness. And from wholeness, we heal. From wholeness, we forgive. That's what's going on at Rythmia. That's why we're doing what we do. That's why Rythmia is open, because this is what happened to Jerry. And he said, I got to make this available for other people. And that's what we're doing each week. I'm so grateful to be a part of it. I also, you know, the perfect thing segue into today's topic is resistance, non-resistance, the art of non-resistance. I see it every week at Rythmia, where people are really struggling. They really want to get rid of the things that are blocking them. They really want to improve their lives in some way. They want to change something about their lives. And they have such a desire to do it. And they come and they drink the medicine, and it's not what they think it's supposed to look like. It's not the way they think it should be. It's not the way they wanted to heal. And so there's a sort of resistance that comes up, like, that's not right. This isn't the way it should be. That's not the way I imagined it. That's not how I think that's not how I want to heal. That's not the way I'm expecting to receive this. The plants will always heal by priority, but not your priority or not my priority. And isn't this the way with life? That life is presenting itself to us, things are flowing into us and coming up to be healed. And we're rejecting a great deal of the time life because it's not happening the way we think it should. So fundamentally, there's a resistance to life. How can we come into a deeper state of harmony with life? How can we move into a state of non-resistance? Because the truth is that non-resistance is an art. And when mastered, the world is at our feet. How do we move out of the wanting more of this and pushing away from that? More of this, less of that. That's that's what the Buddhists say. That's what Buddha said causes all pain, is pushing something away or going towards something. And resistance is sort of a pushing something away. And when we typically push something away, we're going towards something else. So it's all part of the same thing. How do we do that? The only way to move outside of resistance in our normal lives, move outside of what is persisting in our lives because we're resisting it. And how does that work? How does what we resist persist? It's because as we are suppressing something, we're resisting it. The very thing that we want to change, the very thing that we want to alter, the very thing we want to heal, the very thing we want to improve about ourselves, we're pushing away. That's a fundamental resistance. And acceptance is the only thing that liberates. Acceptance is the only thing that heals. Condemnation and judgment never liberate. And essentially, if I'm pushing some part of my experience away, I'm judging it. I'm judging it for some aspect of, because I think it should be a certain way and it's not. So the only way to unwind these patterns, and let me just take a look at comments. Hey, I get to see the comments. I just realized that. Hey, Lisa and Max, great to see you. Dorota, so grateful. Desiree, much love. Okay, Liz W, thank you. Okay, so how do we unwrap? How do we move into a state of non-resistance? We move into a state of non-resistance through acceptance, through observation. Yes, observation, and observation from observation with non-judgment equals liberation. Observation with non-judgment equals liberation. So this is the art of non-resistance. This is the art of moving through life without so much contra energy coming towards us. So what does observation without judgment look like? What does that mean? How do we do that? How do we move into observation without judgment? The first part of doing that is really, really, really connecting with ourselves. Really, really, really connecting with what we're feeling, what we're experiencing. Because so often we're just in this automatic mode, right? An automatic mode of living. We're fused with our emotion. It's so close that we're looking through the lens of our opinion and judgment, but we can't tell because it's so close to our eyes. We have to sometimes take those glasses off and go, oh my God, I was looking through the lens of observation and judgment. How do we do that? How do we take the glasses of observation, the lens of judgment and observation? How do we take that off? Through our observation. We take off the lens of judgment and opinion through observation and observation of ourselves. How am I feeling? How am I feeling? How is it making me feel? What's coming up for me? What is my experience? Locating ourselves, coming back to how does it make me feel? What do I need? What do I want? What do I desire? And what do I deserve? These questions help bring whatever's going on in our lives back to the subject and off of the object. Because when I'm on object, when I'm looking out at someone else saying they're the problem, they need to change, this situation, the world, the politics, the government, it's all out there. But now we need to bring it back here. How do I bring it back here? Observation without judgment, asking these very poignant and powerful and affirmative questions. What do I want? What do I need? What do I desire? And what do I deserve? These questions in whatever situation uh, help to recenter us and bring us back on subject and away from object. And then finally, the golden key to solving any problem and unraveling any dilemma is to stop thinking about the problem and to start thinking about bliss. Stop thinking about the problem, start thinking about joy. Stop thinking about the problem, start thinking about truth. Stop thinking about the problem, start thinking about gratitude. Stop thinking about the problem and start thinking about God. That's the key. So our keys in moving into non-resistance are: one, observation without judgment; two, how am I feeling? How is it making me feel? What do I want? What do I need? What do I desire? What do I deserve? Asking empowering questions. And number three, stop thinking about the problem and start thinking about God. Start thinking about the truth. Start thinking about what's true, what's real, what's unchanging. Facebook Live today because I know there's a lot of background noise, but I'm so glad, I'm so honored that I get to do this. Life is so cool. Um, wait, so says lovely. I get so mad sometimes. That's no problem. Okay, perfect. Maria, thank you so much. I'm going to show that. This is such a good question. I'm trying. How do I learn to do this? Perfect. Get mad. All you have to do, I have a little, I like to say, put a Buddha on it. Put a Buddha on it. What does that mean? It means I'm going to say, there's my angry Buddha. In other words, Omara, I hope I'm saying your name right, Omaria. Um, the key is, oops, what just happened? Did I lose? There we go. The key is that we become aware of what we're feeling. So instead of beating yourself up and getting angry with yourself because you're angry, you can simply say, oh, there's my angry Buddha. Just put a Buddha on it. That's our trick. Just put a Buddha on it, because there's not one part of you that doesn't deserve to be loved or appreciated. Even the part, even the part that is that's angry. Returning to your breath is very helpful. Yes, breathe. But in order to do that, you have to first realize, right? And not get mad at yourself or upset at yourself because you got angry. You just acknowledge, there's my angry Buddha. There's a part of me that gets angry, and that part of you needs love. It doesn't need condemnation and judgment. It needs love. It needs more love, not less, right? And what we do is give it less love. So we've got to give it more love. And the way we begin to give it more love is just to acknowledge, there's my angry Buddha. There's the part of me that there's the part of me that gets angry, and it's okay. And as you love that part of you in, as you accept that part of you more and more, it begins to lose its power. You begin to unwind that habitual pattern of anger. That's a great question, Omaria. Thank you. Observation without judgment. Uh, Such a beautiful observation without judgment equals truth. Lovely, lovely. Thank you all so much. Have a beautiful day. Peace and richest blessings. I'll see you next Thursday. Actually, next Thursday will be special guest Paula Castro coming to you live. All right. I love you all. I'm so grateful, and I'm wishing you peace and richest blessings.